Yeah, yeah, la, 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 la. Yeah,
Hey y'all, welcome back to A New Image. I am your Oracle Jewel of the Dawn, back with another reading, and we will now be looking into the situation of the Cancer for May 2020. So Cancer, as I laid the cards on the board, I felt a cooling, like I don't know if anybody else like uses slang like me, but people will ask what you doing or how you doing, and be like, and people be, and the answer is, for some people, I'm cooling, I'm cool. That's the type of energy that I feel with you guys. I just want to get into it because it's not really much that I can say. It's what the cards is telling me. Like I'm feeling like a fool card type of energy. Like I'm just embarking on a new journey. I'm taking my little overnight bag or what I got with me, and I'm just going, but it's not like you're necessarily leaving something. It's like you just embarking on a new journey in life, and optimism is what I feel. Like it's just like a clean slate. That's why the messages aren't too strong. Once I dealt the cards and I started seeing what was going on, and mind you, pause for a second. My daughter just took the trash out. I live in the South. If y'all see a fly come across this camera, that's because she let a fly in the house when she went outside. And I'm doing laundry, so y'all just bear with me. But anyways, so it was just like I wasn't getting the messages at first. Like I said, it's a clean slate. But then as the story was being told to me through the cards, I heard the song Until the World Ends by Britney Spears. And it's like, keep on dancing till the world ends. Like somebody's just feeling free. And it's like I'm starting on a new journey. Like I don't have no worries. I'm not stressed about anything. And, let the games begin type of deal, but not like in a negative or sarcastic way. Like I'm just ready to play ball. But here's why I feel this way. Because in the recent past or current energies, we have the yin yang. And for me, that's either, yin yang in a relationship or yin yang within self. But I feel more so, for some people it'll be a relationship. But for some people, it's going to be for self, like the coming together of self, finding balance within yourself, like your light and your dark side, your lower vibration and your higher vibration. You're coming together. You're becoming one. You're finding who you are. And then the base of the read, which is the reality of the situation, we have the financial constraints that speaks for itself. At the head of the read, what's on your mind is the Goddess of the Moon card. Sometimes it can mean secrets and things coming to light, but I feel like the words I'm hearing is a side of you that you don't know for real yourself, or a part of yourself and your energy that hasn't really been tapped into, that you're now willing to tap into. Because, and I hate to say the word secret, because it's not like you can really hide secrets from yourself, but something, that you've kind of had in the dark, in your darker side, but you're now bringing it to light, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really know how else to explain it, but outside of that, it's like also something coming to light and you being enlightened in whatever regard that is in your life, because all of this isn't relationship wise, but just something coming to light, like you've been enlightened, is the message that I initially got. And then for future energies, we have the 4th chakra Archangel Raphael card. Your 4th chakra is the heart chakra. And something that I do is something that I've researched on with when I research like what colors resonate and what and heal the chakras or whatever. Wearing the color green and being in Mother Nature, like being in the grass or being in the trees, that helps soothe and heal the heart chakra. But I feel because this card is upright, I feel like you've already started doing this. Like it is in a like both of these, the recent, past, and current energies card and the future energy card, is something that you've already started doing, because and it's not gender exclusive. So Goddess of the Moon card doesn't mean just for females, so please no one take it like that. But it's like I said with the yin and yang card, like both sides of yourself, your emotion and your logic, are coming together. So if I would shift these cards around, the logic of the Goddess of the Moon card, which is like becoming enlightened, and the healing of the fourth chakra card would give you this yin and yang, the mind and the heart coming together, the light and the dark, the upper and the lower vibrations coming together. But the Goddess of the Moon card has placed itself at the head of the read, because I'm feeling more so like you're operating in logic now. Maybe you were more of an emotional person, and they do say Cancers are emotional. You're operating more from your logical side, but that's what's creating a balance, because you were probably more of an emotional person. So now you're operating more in logic. And that's why the yin yang card is not at the head of the read, because you had begun your journey in creating balance in your life. And what you needed to do with that was balance the heart and the mind. So if you were more emotional, you needed to use your logic more, and that's what you've been doing. But the only thing that I can see what may be an issue here is the financial constraints. And that's under the Goddess of the Moon card, because I think that that's something that also is a trigger I'm hearing. It's a trigger for you. When one is not financially stable, it can negatively impact their logic and their rationale and the way that they think. And it may also pull on their heartstrings and make them become more emotional. I'm seeing the word in my head. I'm seeing the word stress. But you have to use your logic and let your logic guide you, versus becoming emotional or even being overcome with emotions because of stress. Continue to be in this place of balance is the message that I'm getting for you, Cancer. Continue to be in a place of balance. All right, so let's move on. The Romantic Angel deck offers us cards. The first is Let Your Friends Help You. Ask for and accept support from others. And then we have True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Has someone come into your life, Cancer, that may be a friend with benefits, or someone that you met through friends, met through some kind of social gathering. And if that's not the case, if you're a single Cancer, it may be time for you to, like I said, I was feeling the energy from the song and hearing the song, Keep on Dancing Till the World Ends. It's time for you to step out there. It's like you're coming into the knowing that emotionally you are balanced and you are ready to have true love in your life. So it's time to get out into the social scene, because you're balanced and you're more enlightened now. So you know how to carry yourself is what I'm hearing. And not saying that you've carried yourself as a slouch or anything like that, but how to conduct yourself from an emotional standpoint and a logical standpoint to have balance in a relationship from your perspective. Because you know, two people conjoining together in a relationship, they both bring their logic and they both bring their emotions. But if you are imbalanced within yourself to being more emotional and less logical, or too logical and no emotions, you're going to bring imbalance to the relationship. So if you haven't already started or embarked on this journey of creating balance within yourself, the message is that you need to balance your heart and your mind. Because I'm getting energies like some people have already done this, and now they're ready to, be on the scene, hang out with friends, go to the club, go dancing, to put themselves into the dating arena to meet the one. But some of you haven't. Some of you, this is a journey that you need to take. And you are in the Fool card and, starting your journey. Some people are in the Fool card energy because they've already started their journey. I hope that y'all following me, because it's coming. Like I said, it was a clean slate before, but now it's all coming in at once. All right, so let's move along. Then from the abundance deck, we have I'm going to say how it was coming out of my mouth, and then I'm going to read the card. What was coming out of my mouth was let go of resentments about money. But the card says release resentments about money. And it reads, yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. The next card is God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the door to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. With what's going on in the world right now, some people are having to put themselves on the front line and be essential workers, and some people are working from home, and some people aren't working at all. Some people are just having financial constraints just because, but you're being told not to worry. Like I said, like, you may not have everything that you want right now, but when I said the message was like I'm cooling or I'm cool, you're cool. And tell me I'm wrong. If you're not financially, you may not have everything you want, or your bank account may not be exactly where you want it to be, or you may be living from check to check, or you may have a bill and somebody will just come up to you and give you part of the money or all of the money, or it comes through. You let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. You are cool. Because like the song says, he may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. He's an on-time God. So it's kind of like, yeah, things may not be where you want it to be, but what's the sense of complaining when you straight? You got clothes on your back, you got shoes on your feet, you got a roof over your head, you got food on the table. You're cool. You cooling. But if things aren't that way, if you really are struggling, then the Goddess of the Moon card, the release resentments about money, and the God is your source card, all of these cards are here to tell you that God loves you and God will provide. You need to have faith, and you need to live in knowing. That's the message. I'm sorry to sound like I'm preaching or whatever, but it just kind of went there. But yeah, live in knowing. Have faith and live in knowing, and know that God is your source. So let's move along to the clarifying cards. So let's start at the base of the read with the financial constraints, because it was getting real preachy. Financial constraints card is being clarified with the 6 of Cups and the Page of Wands. I'm getting a couple stories from this. Number one, either a past lover, a soulmate, or a child is providing you the income. So that could be like child support, that could be alimony, that could be just gifts. With the Page of Wands, I'm sorry, I said Page of Swords, I meant Page of Wands, my bad. it may, like I said, it may not be all that you wanted it to be, but it's something. Like if they're in a Page of Wands type of energy to give to you, then you need to be appreciative of that. If you're the one in financial constraints, or if someone is in financial constraints and they owe you money or something like that, then they may be at a Page of Wands stage right now with the amount that they're able to actively give to you. But with the Six of Cups, is showing me that they're giving it from the heart. So wherever your finances, your extra income is coming from, like, it's coming from a place of love. So you kind of got to be grateful, and you kind of got to use your heart, use your mind to understand, like, it is what it is, and be generous and be appreciative within your heart chakra of what you are getting. Also, you may have some type of project that you're working on with this Page of Wands that's in the beginning stages. Just make sure that you put plenty of energy and love into it so that it can grow and manifest, and live in knowing and work in faith. Recent, past, and current energies. The Yin Yang card is being clarified with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hermit card upright. We talked about this earlier, like a part of yourself that may be in the dark or maybe in the back burner that you may not be putting that much attention or energy into. I feel like I said, you've already embarked on that journey to tap into that energy. That's for self. For relationships, it's like somebody's not putting no time or no energy into something that once was. And when, they saw something for what it really was and accepted it and spent some time alone and just, lived in that knowing and embraced whatever the fact was, that's when they became balanced. The Hermit card speaks about time to oneself. And that may be a part of the journey that you have to embark on, because it's like the Seven of Pentacles is looking at the time invested, the emotions, the love, whatever that's been invested and what you've come out of it with. But when it's in the reverse, it's like either it's not being done and it needs to be done, or either it was being done and it doesn't need to be done anymore. And someone needs to look to see. We got two soulmate cards here. So it could be the breakup of and yeah, the Yin Yang card is 22. Yeah, so it could be a breakup of what was a soulmate connection. And I'm getting, for some people, they need to reconsider actually leaving that union. And for others, it's like accepting that, this situation was and now it's over. So I'm going to spend this time with myself to look within myself, to create balance within myself, so that when it's time for me to step back onto the dating scene, I'll be balanced and the next relationship will be better. But I'm hearing, I'm feeling a message like it's not no bad blood in between you and this person, save for any resentments that may arise about money. So, but it's not no bad blood in between you and this person. So with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and this Hermit card, don't look at this relationship or this soulmate journey that has ended as a failure. Because with the Six of Cups here, it may be a child or children, a son, two sons and a daughter, however it resonates. Like, there may be blessings that are involved. And like, if you're leaving a soulmate journey and, it's a blessing. Just put it like that. It's a blessing. Don't look at this as a failed relationship or anything like that. It's a blessing. You know what your blessings are. I'm not about to get into all of that. Everybody's situation is different, but you know what your blessings are that came from this relationship. Y'all still got love for each other. If it's over, it's over. But it wasn't a negative. And it didn't end on bad terms. And whatever is. So just, you know, live in the knowing. Live in the knowing of that. I'm sorry, it looked like my phone ringing. I pray that my recording hasn't stopped because I'm going to be so upset. No, it's still going. Okay. So at the head of the read, what's on the mind of the Cancer. I'm sorry, I was about to say Capricorn. What's up with the Capricorns? Y'all dealing with a Capricorn or whatever? Goddess of the Moon card is being clarified with the 8 of Swords upright and the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So we're coming out of that emotional into the logical. Okay? 5 of Cups is a very emotional card. It's kind of about remorse and regret and letting things go. And then we have the 8 of Swords, which is an emotional, a logical card, but she's blinded and she's bound, and it's like starting that journey like we was talking about. Like I said, I saw the Fool card, starting and embarking on that journey. Like you've been enlightened, you stepping out of the emotional despair is a word that I'm getting, whatever sadness that you were feeling, stepping out of that and becoming more logical than emotional. Because I feel like, and now it's starting to come full circle, it's starting to make sense. Like a soulmate relationship has come to an end, right? There may be kids involved, may not be kids involved. There may be some financial constraints. Someone has resentment about something. But it's like, in order to find your true love, you can't dwell in the despair of what was. You have to live in the knowing and work and walk in faith. And that's the message. Like, see everything for the blessings of what it was, because it's no need to be sad just because a relationship ended when that relationship was indeed and in fact a blessing in your life. So keep on dancing. Keep on dancing. Even if the relationship, which was your world, or the person was your world, that you were in a relationship, this soulmate, you got to keep on dancing. Keep on dancing. Is that a Marvin Gaye song? That's my favorite song. One of my favorite songs of all times. And it came on it while I was in the car the other day, and I was just driving down the interstate, and I was so happy because, first of all, I love that song. I don't think I've ever heard it on the radio. But that, and then Britney Spears, Keep on Dancing Till the World Ends. It's like, that's what you have to. I'm gonna put those video links in the comments of this video to remind y'all to keep going. It's no need to be sad about anything when something is a blessing in your life. Okay? And if you've met somebody, and how can I put this? You've met somebody in a relationship kind of takes you out of your comfort zone, it's because you need to step out of your feelings and implement more logic. And I feel like because sometimes you're more emotional than logical, it just doesn't feel right to you, but it's a blessing. So that's just for somebody out there. And then we have the 4th chakra Archangel Raphael card, which is being clarified with the 7 of Wands in the reverse and the Empress. I think this is a message, well, it's twofold. Someone has stopped fighting something that was going on that, like I said, may have been within their darker self, or something that was in the shadows, something that was in the back burner, or something they had been thinking about. However it resonates, somebody has stopped fighting that and embracing it with this Empress card. And then relationship wise, somebody has let go of something and stopped fighting for it and sitting in their own glory. And that's what they're working towards. They're fighting for Somebody could be fighting, or it's not, somebody, it's like protecting and guarding your heart. But it's weird because, like, for whoever this resonates for, it's like you guarding your heart from either yourself, or you're guarding your heart from somebody who just wants to grow with you. And on the flip side of this, somebody is going to hurt their self by being too logical in a situation and not allowing somebody into their heart because they're scared of being hurt. Somebody is too deep into their logic. That's why this Eight of Swords card is upright and this Five of Cups is in the reverse. But you're going to end up hurt if you don't get enlightened and see things for what it is. You're going to end up hurting yourself and alienating yourself, because this person will walk away from you. And this person will stop fighting to grow with you and be abundant with you if you do not let them into your heart and stop being afraid and thinking about past investments that you may have had with soulmates where the situation didn't work. But at the same time, you need to take accountability, because in situations where things may have not worked, what were you not doing? What were you not actively bringing to the table with this Page of Wands card here? I feel like somebody, this person who is being too logical and scared to let somebody into their heart and guarding their heart, is holding on to past relationships that did not work. And you need to get into a hermit mode and take time to look at how you didn't, what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. But with this Page of Wands here, it's just telling me, what more could you have done in your past relationships? And not saying we're going to go back to the past and work on those relationships. What more could you have done in your past relationships to make them work? Because if you have somebody in your life right now that's trying to make things work with you, but you're stuck in your head and scared and not wanting to let this person in because of past hurts and past traumas and things like that, they're gonna walk away. And if you're embarking on a new journey to get to that place where you will have someone new in your life and you're looking for true love, you have to take inventory over the things of your shortcomings from past relationships. Step out of fear and being all in your head and what if this and what if that, and stop don't not protect your heart. But if you want somebody to love you, nobody's gonna love you from standing outside of your heart. They're gonna knock on the door to your heart and they're gonna see if you let them in. And if you let them in, that means that you're willing to at least try an attempt to love them or let them love you. But if you're not going to let them in, they're going to leave and you're going to be done hurt yourself because you're too scared. And that just came out of nowhere. So I pulled a purpose card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and we have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. Keep on and I was hearing the Britney Spears song before this card came out. Keep on dancing until the world ends. Like, you got to learn how to dance in the rain, okay? So, I forgot to do this in the Gemini reading, but I'll be looking at all the bottom of the deck cards now. We got the Three of Pentacles, which talks about partnership, commitment, things of that nature. Then we have Leap card. You go first, the universe will catch you. That's about walking and working in that faith. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. That's talking about living in that knowing. Then we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then we have that seventh chakra Archangel Uriel card, which is talking about your crown chakra and that enlightenment that we were talking about. So let's marinate on that for a second. Alright, y'all. So that's what I got for y'all, Cancers, for May 2019. It's been a blessing as per usual. Sending y'all love, kisses, and even more blessings. This is your Oracle, Jewel of the Dawn, signing out. Ciao.
Yeah, yeah.